Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back. Today, we are finally starting Season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, much like with Season 1, I did at one point in my life make it to this season. I have no idea how far into this season I got though, because I know I stopped before I got to Season 3. So somewhere in here is where I fell off, is when I stopped watching. But hell, if Season 1 has been any indicator, I don't remember anything. Like I mentioned before at the end of the last season, the only things I remember from this point are what she is, what she can do, and that there is a scene with her in a village. It is heavily implied that Raina shares this connection with Skye, but I don't remember the context surrounding that. But I do know there's a village that comes up that is connected with her past. How we get there, what context surrounds that, and everything else in this, again, 22 episode season, it's not in here. It is not in here at all. Might as well be watching this for the first time yet again, but I am excited to get into the points where I completely have nothing. Once we get through that hump, and I'll probably know it when we get to it, but I'm excited. I'm excited to jump into this. Obviously, I know of like one thing that comes up in the later seasons. It has to do with another Marvel character who was just heavily marketed around the time. So even when I wasn't watching this show, I was very aware that this character made an appearance, played by an actor who was in The Last of Us. It's a character we've seen on the big screen before, I'll say that at least, in a different form. I really did want to get to that season, but I never got there. All that said, let's go ahead and hop in. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. They are in watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes of my reaction to the entire episode. Get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while, so you're a good way to support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this reaction, at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. With that all said and out of the way, let's hop into episode 1, Shadows. Here we go. Oh. Austria, 1945. Hydra.
Reinhardt, I fear Schmidt.
Oh, no reason left to fear Red Skull. He's dead. However, his vision is now. The work Hydra has done will live on. The obelisk?
They're bringing it out now.
The obelisk.
Don't understand. I thought the stockpile held only artifacts.
Not everything we dug out of the ground was an antique, my friend.
Is this the reason these men...
Yeah. The Red Skull said it may hold the
Oh,
answer.
whoa.
The answer to death itself.
Well, okay. They were Yo! Peggy! Looking good. Dum-Dum! The whole gang's here. Dude!
These assets are now under the protection of the Strategic Scientific Reserve. They'll be relocated and hidden out of sight indefinitely, as will you.
Cut off one head. 2 more shall grow in its place.
And I guess we'll keep cutting them off.
Get on the Hydra's back! God. If any of you have suffered through that nightmare, let me know. Freaking Phil from Hercules screaming that at you endlessly.
Dangerous.
Oh?
That we must never touch. This is the last Hydra site we know of. They're finally beaten.
You don't sound thrilled.
What the fuck is that?
Someone needs to establish a permanent unit during peacetime.
Need dangerous technology contained.
And watch over people like Stark who are toying with it. Until then, all we can do is box it up, lock it up.
SSR 084. That was item number 084.
We've got ears on them.
Yo.
Just in the open. Don't engage until the deal.
So maybe that's where the code came from, the origination. That was like the first alien artifact that they recovered as S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh.
I'm sure you'd like to see some credentials.
Agent Browning, for S.H.I.E.L.D. you seem awful.
Oh!
The mystery I'd like to solve is, why should we be paying you so much? This looks like a box. Sorry, a picture of a box.
Hey, you gotta watch what you pay for, man. eBay, you get tricked in that all the
Thousands
time.
of other assets they've seized from S.H.I.E.L.D., and they don't know what to make of half of them. I worked in a S.H.I.E.L.D. containment facility that had hundreds of boxes that looked just like this. But
That's Lucy Lawless, right? Yes, okay, it is. I didn't want to sound that so stupid. It's fucking Xena. Also, both of which were in X-Files.
What the hell are you doing here? Who was that?
God damn, Skye. Jesus. Sorry. I love that outfit.
Sir, Mark's down. Third party, possibly Hydra, and we're out in the open. What are our orders?
Oh!
Go dark.
Let's go. Oh! Woo!
We have a duty to the American people to hunt down those responsible, so no, I don't sleep most nights.
General Talbot, you said you have S.H.I.E.L.D. personnel and weaponry locked in a secure facility.
This guy looks familiar to me, too.
Let Coulson know.
It'll be good to see him. If I see him.
He's a busy man.
Oh, yeah. What happened with him scribbling in his sleep? Well, in his sleep, he was seemingly awake, but I still doubt that. Oh, probably won't follow up on that for a while, though.
An 084 could be anything. That much we've learned.
It's not just an 084.
The 084. Yes!
Talbot's saying he's beaten both sides, or just hiding underground. If Hydra gets their hands on this, they may not have to.
But what's this fucking paperweight do?
The diamond.
Musgravite, from the caves of Madagascar, one of the rarest gemstones in the world. He believes you'll find its structure quite pleasurable.
He's always right.
Oh. Can he mimic like elemental structures? Because they said that metal fractured off of him. They found that debris when they tried shooting at him. So was that his skin? Does he need a source and then his body replicates it?
I've been able to isolate the
Rate of oscillation?
Yes, I was just about to say that actually, and no, I haven't because it keeps...
Oh.
What's the word again? Give me the word.
Fluctuation.
Does he have memory issues, brain damage from
Have you taken your medication?
without his oxygen? Is he just absent-minded from stress and everything that happened?
That's the cloaking technology for the plane. How's it coming?
Good. So I just need everybody to be... I just need everybody to be...
Patient.
Yes.
You need to be patient with yourself, Fitz. You're almost there.
That breaks my heart, man.
This is the same lead that we use in our bullets, but there's bleeding. Okay, that's... Can you see that?
Looks like flesh.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, wait. Did he get shot and his body turned into the same composition as the bullet?
DNA match.
Carl Creel, he was on the index.
More importantly, crossed off the index.
S.H.I.E.L.D. protocol. Sometimes hostile gifted individuals are put down.
Check who's the supervising agent.
Agent John Garrett.
I mean, they're exactly the same. You really think they were just twins?
I have heard all your theories, Trip.
And Koenig's always mentioning other brothers.
Oh!
Every day another brother. If he brings out one more brother, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, they're just as confused as I am. Do we ever get an answer? Are they clones?
The bulletproof assassin you encountered on the Sting, we know who he is.
You want me to go down there, don't you?
You're the only one who can.
Is this really what it takes for you and I to get a one-on-one these days? And do I have a say in this? Copy that.
Aww. I'm kind of like knotted up about how at a distance he has to be. It doesn't feel as personal. And obviously it still is, but it's like weird seeing these walls between everybody right now. But that's the burden of having to rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. with such a small gravity of like a small unit of people to do that with. You have to share the load and it keeps everybody occupied and busy and separate. Oh, it just hurts. On top of that with Fitz. Hey, look at this fucker.
I told Coulson weeks ago that I was willing to speak to you, to give you intelligence.
Dude, you Hannibal Lectering us from your fucking little cell?
Coulson didn't tell you.
Oh.
I went through a rough stretch.
Performative, I imagine.
Fold a piece of paper just right. It gets sharp. When I took that away, I started running at the walls.
You should have run faster.
Creel was a boxer, nicknamed the Crusher. Turns out any opponent has a glass jaw when you have steel fists under your gloves. Garrett thought he'd be an asset. Now, once Creel touches a substance, he can absorb it and somehow consciously transform the molecules of his body into that substance. He wouldn't tell us how.
Whoa.
He enjoys the way it feels.
Huh.
as much as he enjoys killing.
Oh, interesting. So that's what he's getting the joy out of. Certain materials have a certain feeling.
When that information proves true, I hope you'll come back. There's so much I want to tell you about.
Nice.
Your father.
Oh, what? Fuck you. God.
I guess that visit was the first of many.
We kept word here for this reason, and it's paying off.
What is his deal?
I really don't know, but it doesn't matter, as long as he's giving us an inside look at Hydra's operations.
Yeah, guys, about that.
You called it.
Oh
Talbot
my
hasn't crushed Hydra.
God.
Just sent them slithering back to the shadows.
Holy shit.
The Navy.
Are they outnumbered?
Excuse me.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Your phone's ringing.
That's not my. Take George. Get to the car now.
Nice.
Admiral Talbot, you're in danger. We're here to ensure your safety. Please listen carefully.
Now, but you listen to me. I have my own protection. And a cell for you at Gitmo.
Oh, fuck off.
This is Talbot. I need reinforcements at my location now.
Watch your six.
God damn. Yo, that is fucking wicked. Daddy likes gold. Sorry, Daddy likes metal.
Secure that bastard!
Secure that bastard! What the fuck was that? Can he absorb that too? What limitations are there? Are there any? Oh!
Son of a bitch.
Get fucked.
Chasing us is a waste of resources, General. We're the good guys, and we can help you catch the bad guys.
Kidnapping me and tying me up in your honeycomb kill room is...
Me and my people swore an oath we don't intend to break. To protect the innocent, to watch out for people. People like your son.
How dare you bring my family into this?
We saved lives, including yours, whether you like it or not.
That was smooth.
Ooh, that was good.
Got him to grab the armrest, and now active fingerprint analysis, 89%.
Oh. God damn. Okay. Oh.
Well, it looks like we've got a new golden boy, and I've been sidelined.
No. Well, I mean, maybe, but in the way that a player is sidelined due to injury in a football match.
Football or American football? Because a head trauma joke right now, Simmons, that's in severely poor taste, even for you.
I mean, you could get a head injury in both, technically.
And that doesn't mean that they have to treat me like...
Like what, Fitz?
Treat me like I'm gonna break. It's distracting.
This breaks my heart, man.
He targeted your family to force you to give up the location of that facility, but now he doesn't have to. Your people just took a man they have no idea how to contain to the one place he wants to be.
Damn.
I'll make you a deal. You let me out of here, and I promise not to kill you. But there is no way on God's green earth I am ever gonna help you.
Yeah, about that. We'll change that tune.
You might.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, this is hilarious.
I want double detail on that prisoner. Want the walls crawling with semi-autos and a vehicle at my location now.
Absolutely, sir. We'll get right on that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, all right, you hold tight, General. Okay, we traced the number to a spot near the Pentagon.
Wow. Nice. So smart.
You taking point?
Coulson will be on comms. Hey, let's stick together on this one.
You got it.
Oh, I love them being a little duo, man. Look at Trip. Is he invisible? Or does he look invisible? Or is he camoed with the floor? No, he's camoed with the wall. Nice. There it is. They fucked up, dude.
It's Private Tilden, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't care about
this register of action. I want General Jones and his friends sent directly to the Ordnance Depot to meet me.
Go bigger. Go bigger.
Or I'll have you so deep in horse manure, son, you'll need a damn snorkel.
I understand, sir, but I can't...
He was like, does that work?
Next time you see me, come shake my hand. Talbot out.
That was some Jemma fucking maneuvering right there. Well, okay, that was better. Let's be honest, that was better. But kind of botched that landing though in the end. But good thing we already got what we needed. Oh, ooh. That is so fucking cool, dude.
I've got the damn thing. Southwest side.
Oh no.
Why don't we find out what makes this thing so deadly?
Oh! Why would you even do that?
I repeat, what are our orders? Do we go dark?
Negative. Do not abort. Proceed as planned.
Help me up, I can follow.
Are you mental?
We have our orders.
Screw the orders. We need to get you to a doctor. No, stay here and die if that's what you want to do, but I'm making sure she doesn't. I wish you the best of luck, really, but we're out.
Oh, come on. So what else are they here for?
Cut it off.
What? No, we'll get you to a hospital. They'll fix this.
This thing is killing me. I can feel it.
Oh, wow.
You see what they can do with robotics these days.
Probably be an upgrade.
I don't want to die.
Okay.
That's hardcore, dude.
But now we have a chance to survive. We have soldiers willing to sacrifice, but they need weapons. The enemy has the advantage. We need one of our own.
Oh, were they here for a new plane?
For what we can do with one. Disappear. Become ghosts.
Oh.
That's how we have to live now. Fitz said he could engineer cloaking, but I'm afraid he can't do anything. The damage to his temporal lobe was too extensive. He's not the same, and since Simmons left, he's only getting worse.
This is number 2 of 5. If I don't get this one finished today, there's not much. Simmons, I said not to touch anything.
What?
Keating, yes. Thank you. Sorry.
Simmons said she thought he'd be better without her here, but her leaving just broke him. In the months since, he's grown isolated, talking to himself more and more.
I know, I'm almost there.
We have to fight on for him, for those we've lost.
Wow.
So the sacrifices they made were not made in vain.
Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, wow. Honestly, I didn't expect us to have Lucy Lawless for long. Not bad. What is this little thing, dude? God damn it.
Creel has escaped and did indeed make off with the obelisk. He should contact her shortly. I would have him come in, but I'm being overly discreet with this operation. I know how long you've been searching for this, Dr. Whitehall.
What?
You have no idea.
The fuck? How the hell is he still alive? That was so much. One, there's just a whole new status quo to get used to with the change up of locations. I mean, obviously we kind of had that before, but like we're trying to rebuild. We're trying to get back into the swing of things, getting S.H.I.E.L.D. up and running again, despite obviously the public perception. Hydra's out in the wind as well, with the U.S. government also hunting them. It's really interesting to see like them trying to rebuild and the fallout of all of that. Simmons, that reveal. I mean, already the Fitz thing was breaking my heart because that was his whole place in the team, the tech guy, you know, helping with the analytics, helping with the investigations, even being involved in the boots on the ground stuff here and there, you know, building up those skills, getting comfortable and all that. He sacrificed honestly, he was going to sacrifice it all. He was willing to die. That was his plan, was to die. But she, thought long and hard enough, and they got out of that situation together, and she did not give up on him. It cost him not everything, but a huge part of who he was. It's such a painful thing to see. Like, just by itself, as it were, if it was just simply the brain damage, he was forgetful. He couldn't remember things as much or as easily. It took him longer to figure out puzzles, to figure out the things that he's supposed to be working on. On top of that, that supportive figure, that person that was always by his side, isn't there for him to manifest that in his mind, to that dependency, that symbiotic relationship that they had, that connection, that, especially considering that that was his confession of his feelings for her. And part of me wonders how much is it truly for him to get better versus for her to not have to see it? Like, I don't know. Like, we haven't seen, I don't want to put that on her. I don't want to assume the worst in the situation, but it does just feel icky that she's not by his side and that he has to resort to this mental construct believing that she is. It's just so heartbreaking. And then obviously seeing the team in some ways obviously kind of, bond even more. Skye has grown in her connection with May, seeing them run these ops together on the ground floor with everybody else, seeing that responsibility grow, that trust grow there. But in other ways, we're seeing people drift. We're seeing people kind of distance themselves because of just how hard of an operation that they've got themselves in, trying to resurrect S.H.I.E.L.D. from its ashes. Coulson's got to run everything, which means he's also got to recruit. He's got to micromanage. He's got to do all these things. He doesn't have time for these one-on-ones. And you can see that Skye really misses that connection, that intimacy that their team really had. That was one of the strong suits of their team. But now they've all got to take on bigger roles. They've got to all take on different responsibilities, bigger responsibilities. They want S.H.I.E.L.D. to be even echo of what it once was. It's going to take all of them doing and pulling so much weight to make that happen. And again, it's another one of those things that's just unfortunately heartbreaking. But he's also got Skye looking into whatever these glyphs are. He says that it's the stuff from Garrett, but I wonder if the question is he even aware of the stuff that he was working on in the nights, when he woke up at night and started scribbling on the walls? Is he even aware that he did that? If he is, I'm wondering if he combined that with Garrett's so that she could study them in tandem, or if that's something he's working on in his subconscious on his own. So this is the first item that they're after, this obelisk, this, that this Hydra base had captured and had under their lock and key for a while, with a Kree body, maybe even the Kree body that was used for Coulson. So I wonder if that in turn is Kree tech. Then we have this gifted person running around that was released. I can't remember if they were one of the ones that were freed from the fridge. No. He had been in the wind, but reported dead by Garrett, but held on the back burner as an agent within Hydra. I think that was the explanation that they gave. His power and the way they depicted it was really cool. Also, the special effects on making that work with his skin, with him camouflaging into the environment, was really good looking. I like the way they did it. It was really well executed. And I've talked about this before. I think, barring a couple of moments here and there, for the most part, the show really knows how to focus in its budget and make a lot of the things that need to look good look real good. And this was one of those moments. And I don't know if there was an increase in the budget from season 1 from the success of that going into season 2. Don't know about any of that, but I'm just saying it looked really good. And I like the idea about this person who can mimic elements and textures and materials, turn his skin into these things. And the idea that each one of those things, just like when we feel it, it feels differently. It has a different texture, a different feel. To have that be your outer layer of skin, what does that feel like? Each material comes with its own sense of feelings, and this guy just loves changing his body and feeling those textures. So he was being paid with precious gemstones and stuff like that. It was here, this is a rare diamond or whatever it was from Madagascar. I hope it feels good. And I was like, huh? that's why, is because he experiences those. It's like this weird kind of high, I guess, this feel, kind of like this texturized sensation. And obviously that comes with its own benefits because your skin also retains those properties. So when he was getting shot with those bullets, his body instinctually absorbed the lead. While that still chipped off of him, it kept it from taking even more damage. So like those chunks of lead that they found were just chunks of his body that got shot when the bullets hit him, that fell off of him, which is disgusting when it just turned back into flesh. But this is kind of wild how that came into play. And then with translucent stuff, and he blended in with that glass pane, so they thought he wasn't in there, and then he could blend in with the walls, and then stop a moving vehicle. It was really well done. I was seeing Lucy Lawless pop into this, and I don't know the actor's name that was selling the stuff. He was very obviously short-lived in this. Both of them coming from X-Files was also a little fun little thing for me, just like sightseeing. I'll call him out when I see him. He was in a two-part episode in X-Files, like she was. She was also in a two-parter, I believe. I think it was either 2 or 3 episodes she was in. I think the start of season 9 was when she showed up, the first 2 episodes of season 9. I liked seeing them pop up, and I was like, oh, when I saw this Lucy Lawless, I was like, honestly, I would be shocked if she was in the entire run. I was kind of expecting her, especially with them not being a full team of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and him talking about is like, hey, if she trusts them, it's just like, we're going to be setting her out to pasture by the end of this, right? She's not making it out of this episode. That's what my expectation was in my head. I didn't know about the rest of the team, though. Obviously, we had a single survivor. You know, she died. One of the other guys died. We only had one person survive that car crash that was part of that initial team, and I want to believe that was the guy that was like, very much so not about risking his own skin. And now maybe this will be personal. Maybe it'll be kind of putting, you know, a little more investment in backing the team if they do bring him back into the fold. You know, because, you know, her team, she was the only S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. She had made these connections with the rest of her unit due to her, her undercover gig. You know, she had built that trust with them while undercover on a mission, and knew that they were worth bringing into the fold in this. Now, they weren't for the cause, but they had a role to play. So now I'm wondering if this will put him into the cause, and that'll be part of his journey, adapting to becoming a little bit of more of a S.H.I.E.L.D. team player. It's just interesting, too, that they still have Ward in here, and they have him as this kind of Hannibal Lecter character, set up almost exactly the same. Skye being our Clarice, and they have this affection for one another in this weird, sycophantic kind of way. Him giving them information, trying to help Skye, I guess. That's what he says. I don't buy it, but we'll see. And then all the different scars and all that stuff. In my head, it feels like it's all performative. Like it would be a method of sympathy. Because he knows they're not going to let him die. He's got too much information that they could use. They're not going to do any of that. But that's a story he can tell to try to garner sympathy from the only person he gives a shit about. And that's Skye. It's like, hey, if you want information from me, I'll only talk to Skye. Only talk to Skye. Only talk to Skye. And he's trying these different ways to get into her head. Skye's not hearing any of it. She's not having any of his bullshit. And the second he tried to start to get personal again, at the moment she got what she needed to, she put up that wall and peaced out. Just before, though, he was like, hey, I was about to tell you about your father. So he's got some information and intel that he's keeping to himself. And I'm wondering if this Talbot thing is going to smoothen out, if he'll come around in the end. I hope so. Or who knows? Maybe his curmudgeon-y ways will just get him off in the end. But great episode, man. Great start to get us back into the swing of things. And really, man, such a kick to the groin with the Fitz stuff. But guys, that's about it I got for now. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you guys. What'd you guys think of the episode? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon. Or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherritt, Ryan, Karen, York, Scott, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake and Trail, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and JoJo. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and everybody who's been supporting the channel along the way. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.